I think intros are the most awkward thing ever. At least I haven't found a real effective means to just dive right into it. I think I've redid this video 20 times now. Anyways, I have a story that I want to share with you guys, and then I'm going to get to this stuff behind me. Now, the story starts with me in the martial art studio that I train at, and I was training with this black belt, and at the time I think I was a brown senior or something like that, and I was trying to show off, right? Like I was doing roundhouse kicks, like a slide roundhouse, and we're holding x-ray papers, and my partner was getting a little bit higher and higher because I was like, yeah, I want to try to show off and do all this cool stuff. And then I think a few reps into it, I just boom, heard a pop right next to my ass cheek, and I told my partner, and same thing has happened to her, and she told me to stop because I just tore my hamstring. I just pulled my hamstring. And I really didn't know what that meant. I'm like, yeah, whatever, like I'll just stretch it out and I'll be good. And she's like, whoa, no, like you do not want to stretch it out, because if you start stretching it out, you're tearing a already torn muscle. So when you are lengthening through that stretch, you're re-tearing it and re-tearing it and re-tearing it. So what did I do? One of my friends invested in a body mechanic guy for me to go see. So this guy is certified massage therapist. He does chiropractic work. He does a lot of stuff like qigong, like energy healing, woo-woo type shit, and has combined this all together. And this is what he told me. As he was inspecting my hamstring, he said, it's not necessarily your hamstring that I'm worried about. And to me, this was very interesting because he was the first person that looked at like the full spectrum of the problem and not just the problem itself. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's go to this fancy chalkboard laid out here. So this little triangle thing that you see, they're your hips. I'm not the best artist in the world, but I somewhat know how to draw triangles. Maybe not, because this one's kind of off. Anyways, this is your skeletal system. So going from your hips down to your leg muscles here. So he told me about my quadriceps. Now your quadriceps are your front muscles. If you squeeze your legs, they're the muscles right in front of your thighs. Here, you could feel the muscles getting tight there. Those are your quadriceps. You have 4 muscles going down the front. And he says typically with men, especially with yourself, you are overdeveloped there. With everything that you've done, you're very overdeveloped there. Your strongness there. This is where I got injured. So the hamstring, right? Hamstrings are in the back. There's 3 muscles going from your sit bone, right? So right near your ass cheeks, all the way down to your knee, like at your knee attachment. So here's your ass, right? And there's muscles connecting into your sits bone going all the way down. I was very weak here. Let's talk about why I was weak here. Well, the inside of your leg muscles, those are called your adductors. So if you think about squeezing in your legs, like adding something together, squeezing in, I don't know, that's just what somebody told me to help me remember it. And then outside here, these are your adductors, outside muscles, right? So I'm also weak here. Now, what does this mean? I'm overdeveloped here, right? I'm overdeveloped in my quadriceps, and I'm underdeveloped in all this shit. So what happened? Tearing my hamstring, boom, pop, right near my left ass cheek. So what did he have me do? He said, you need to focus on strengthening your adductors and your abductors. So these muscles are very, very weak. You need to focus on strengthening them. When you strengthen them, your hamstring will not overcompensate from all the extra shit that you're doing throughout the week, whether it be martial arts and weightlifting, running, whatever it is. These are typically underdeveloped, way underdeveloped, right? You never, like when I was growing up, I never saw guys do that pressing machine with their legs, right? I only saw that as like a woman thing. I saw that as a very feminine thing to do, to be in the gym and to use your legs to press the weight together. Well, that's how you're working out your adductors, right? And then adduction drills. So for your abductors, you're pressing the weight out with the outside of your knees, right? You're working your abductors that way. One cool little hack that he showed me, I'm actually going to take this off and we're going to do a little tour looking for a water bottle here. One little... You could fucking use anything, right? So right now I'm going to use this coconut oil thing because it's the only thing that I have available that's closest to me that's somewhat round. And I'm going to sit down, and this is a really good way to work your adductors. So I'm going to sit down here, and I'm putting this right between my thighs here, squeezing my thighs together, and you will already see my legs shaking from squeezing this together. Now, a good little rehab exercise that he had me do is lifting one leg at a time. Boom, holding, squeezing this together, and you're going nice and slow. This isn't about speed. It's not about getting a lot of force or power, right? You're just going slow. Think about squeezing this in here together, squeezing it together. Nice. I don't know why I just said nice. I always say that when I'm teaching class. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's a cool way to work out your abductors, right? And then if you actually get a band and you wrap it around like the bottom part of your knees, like an inch below your knee, and you work on stepping out. I don't have a band right now, but you work on stepping out. Picture like a band around my legs here. You are working your abductors. Try focusing on that. Of course, this isn't going to, this isn't like a fix-it-all solution, but it very much is something to work on, get better at, and focus your attention on. Because if you are very, very weak here, especially men, there's a lot of other things that are going to get fucked up in the process. So for me, that was my hamstring. That was taking like a good solid 5 to 6 months off of training, off of any type of like real high kicking or anything like that. Like it really hurt me if I ever try to kick. That just that low impact, even low impact hurt me. So something to work on, something to think about. One of the most important things I think that I have found about leg muscular development and overall balance within the lower body, and not just thinking about squats or thinking about runs, but thinking about overall development of your leg. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. One thing before I get out of here, I forgot to show you this. So I mentioned not stretching, right? This is another part that goes with this whole video. I mentioned not stretching a torn muscle, but here is the other solution. I have a tennis ball on me right now because that's all I can find. I have a lacrosse ball somewhere around my apartment, but I'm not going to go searching for it right now. You put this right where the inflamed / torn spot is. So for me, it was right near my left sits bone. So I'm really going to apply pressure to that ball and then extend my leg out. I'm even inflamed right there still. So when your muscle fires, like when it's like, oh my God, this hurts, that means it's very much inflamed, right? And stretching, especially if you're a very tense, wound up person, especially if your muscle, your hamstring is carrying a lot of tension in a particular area, you do not want to stretch that out You want to try to spread that tension out through your leg so it's not like a bunched up thick rubber band that's ready to just snap on you. And that's what happened to me. And this is another little trick that the body mechanic person showed me, is doing active release therapy, ART therapy on yourself. You can hire a professional to do this. My chiropractor is actually certified in ART. Or you can just do this on yourself, right? Think about getting it on the full hamstring here and really press your muscle into it. And you can tell when it starts to fire, right? It's very uncomfortable working on the full hamstring. Don't look at my feet. My feet are not the best right now. I need to get like a pedicure or some shit. Is that what it's called? A pedicure, when you get like work done on your toenails and feet. Anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this helps. And be sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. That's a lot of shit to do, but if you can do it, that would be awesome. That would really help me out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace.